I gotta go.
Best of luck to you, Mr. R2R. And I think I'm going to actually, with how late it is, I need to get going myself, especially because Ellen came with me, so. It's been nice seeing you, Stream Monsters. Thank you for tuning into Top of the Shop tonight. I'm Nikki, and I will see you later.
Yes, thank you so much to Nikki for holding it down on commentary. Also, Rayshawn as well. I just dropped all of the prize money onto the floor. Oh my god. So anyways, guys, we got winners finals coming up next. Rayshawn and Fire Team. I don't believe these guys have met in a finals level match. Rayshawn saying this is the first time he's been to winners finals in any tournament in his entire life, so he's about to get a little dose of that, those tournament jitters. Another reason why you should be at Top in the Shop. Sure, we're not Evo, but you get that experience in nonetheless. Fire Team representing Nash, of course. And RTY, All Night Nikali. Thank you guys for watching. We got winners finals coming up right now. Let me update that. This is a 3 out of 5 set.
Round 1. Fight.
Loser will have to go fight Kong. Dangerous loser side bracket. Fire Team starting off to a quick rush down game, really trying to hold the middle ground. You know, Rayshawn said earlier that these guys played quite a bit earlier on in the week. Joining me now on Mike, Mr. Wraith.
Whew. All right, I'm out, and I'm not ready to drive home, so let's do this.
All right, we're in there. So Fire Team trying to, he's taking that early Nash rush down. Rayshawn trying to adjust, but I gotta say, Fire Team picking his placement on screen very well, and that's doing a lot to blow up. Nikali's very active, very dominant normals.
Right.
And,
yep.
I mean, look at the spacing. Like, he's picking his spots and look safe, back out.
And that's what Nash gets to do, right? Like, he gets to control those spots. I mean, that's why he's so good. And I'm not sure if Rayshawn's really played a Nash as solid as Fire Team either.
Well, they play a lot. Like, Rayshawn's been one of the guys in the community stepping up, hosting weekly hookups.
Oh yeah, right. That is right.
So they have been playing quite a bit. He said their last time, he said they go about even. But last time Fire Team had the upper hand. So let's see if the tournament experience here. I gotta give it to Fire Team. I don't get to say that a whole lot when it comes to other KC guys as far as tournament experience goes. But I just want to say Fire Team has he's been in winners finals before. He knows what's at stake. You know, Rayshawn just trying. I mean, he looks a little bit.
Look at that. That's so dirty. Off. Dash in, dash out, dash in.
Yep.
Only Nash gets that kind of respect in this game.
Yep. Yeah, I would suggest people fight the dash, but I have no buttons.
Yeah, it's really hard because it ends really quickly.
Yeah, and it. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's game.
Little wonky right there. Little wonky, but Fire Team coming out on top. Again, this is a 3 out of 5 set. You're only seeing right there because I am in the
shadows.
The stream pit. Yeah, I'm in the shadows back here, like Nash. You're getting ready to beam Fire.
Am I gonna die? This does look like the Nash Super right now.
Just show up.
Like, oh, where's Robbie?
No, it's Nikki because she plays Nash and she left. You know, she really just came back to, for some reason, kill you. I don't know.
There's probably reasons somewhere.
Yeah. So
there we go. We need to see that. The booms hurt a little bit, but Nikali needs that knockdown so bad, so he has got to trade his V skill with those.
And you know what
booms.
Sucks is even if Rayshawn, that plan works where he slowly starts knocking down, pushing Nash toward the quarter, V reversal, Nash is out.
It's a story you hear over and over.
Nice reactions on the
That's good.
salt.
That's what he needed. That's kind of how you beat Nash, because he doesn't have good frame traps. So you, like, characters with reversals really got to take advantage of that.
Yep, it's free damage, and a lot of people who, and that doesn't surprise me at all that that Rayshawn able to react to that, because if you think about it, guys like us who play Street Fighter 4, 8-on Jaguar kick, right? You don't fuck with that in the air.
No,
it just comes in and you just gotta hold that. But so that it looks similar in animation, and that was one of those moves from week 1. I was like, man, I gotta get used to punishing that on the way in.
Plus, he plays Mortal Kombat, and say what you will, but that game does take some good reactions.
Oh yeah,
because there are a lot of things that are hard to block.
Yeah,
and that is his main game. So
a lot of 50-50 guessing right there. Yeah, I think this character definitely suits again. Rayshawn plays a bunch of different games, but known in this community first and foremost as a Mortal Kombat player. And I think Nikali really speaks to the strengths of him as a player. He's got a lot of good buttons. He's got an arsenal of good buttons.
Yeah, I think Nikali is an awesome character, not because he's like, just super good, but because he's a solid character that when people play him right, like, they're playing well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's when they're playing
He's like a Shoto, but with like not the things that the Shotos like
all right, the Rayshawn
are known for. They're like roundabout Shoto tools.
Yeah.
So
no, Nikali has all of the good things in a Street Fighter game, all pushed to the very max. As far as like utility and strength, so I'm still surprised we haven't seen honestly, Haitani is a top level competitor, but I'm like, man, what's gonna happen when somebody finds like this unknown tech with Nikali and starts destroying everybody because he's the best character in the game?
Yeah, everyone knows he's like super good, but he's just really straightforward, kind of boring. So a lot of people dropped him just to have more fun.
Sure. Yeah, I think the same thing.
And that's why he is a lot more popular in Japan, is because they want to win. They come overseas, they're gonna win.
I talk about winning right there. One to confirm later, and what can I get you? I'll just chop my head in half, fam. Sorry, say no more, fam. Just chop my head in half. All right, so Sensei Guy leaning in, giving a little bit of advice.
Nikali's a jungle man, but at least he's got a nice hairdresser.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, he's a
Those dreads are stylized.
All right, so going to character select. Rayshawn, he says he knows the matchup. I think everybody that's following competitive Street Fighter at this point has got to know the Nash matchup, or at least have some sort of an approach.
Yeah, and it's not like a hard matchup to learn. It's just you have to fight his tools.
Yeah.
And that itself is a struggle. Ryu, huh?
That's interesting. This is smart.
I actually was picking up Ryu myself for this matchup, so it seems like he's kind of got the same idea. I think being able to parry the booms and cancel that and do a DP so that he doesn't get a follow-up is really strong mind game to have.
I agree with you.
Obviously, parrying the moonsaults is a good tool.
Yeah.
But that's high-level stuff. I'm not sure if he's there yet.
I don't think this isn't a character that you. At this point, you're in winners finals and you're already down 2 games. Switching characters is usually not the smart thing to do. So I'm glad he's sticking with his guns, because there's an alternate reality where Rayshawn plays Ryu, right, and he gets a max punish opportunity that he would have gotten with Nikali, but he drops it with Ryu, and then he just beats himself up over it.
And at that point, it's more than just, I think I can win with this character. I think it's more of a test.
Yes.
I'm going to lose. I'm down 2-0. I might as well try something.
Well, he's trying it right now. He's going to work. No bar for the reset right there. Of course, you DP in the corner. You get a reset of Nikali.
But yeah, I'm much more into the fighting spirit type thing, so let's go Nikali. Consistent anti-airs, though. He's not letting him finish this round off easy.
Yeah, and really, okay, I like that. I like that Rayshawn kind of took the brakes off, or took the gas off, because Fireteam wasn't able to easily escape. Granted, he did kind of dash out of the corner there, but
he wasn't giving him any big block strings to V reversal out.
Right.
He wasn't pressing buttons enough that he wanted to B trigger. So
yeah, I'm willing to guess actually that the reason Rayshawn was neutral jumping as much as he was there was to react to a V trigger by Fireteam. You can meet him in the air.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, the reactions.
Yeah, that's what you like.
Rayshawn is an MMA fighter, so if he doesn't have reactions, then I don't know who will. So I like to see that he can DP that stuff.
Yeah, you definitely want to start seeing people challenge that. I mean, I'm definitely a suspect when it comes to that. Every time it comes out, I'm like, I should DP that.
There we go. That's what we need. And even though you're trading and it's pretty much equal damage, you're building V-trigger. And that is your ultimate goal as Nikali, is to get that V-trigger. It gives you a very useful cancel, gives you more damage, gives you faster speed. Obviously, you want that. So the trades are good. Trades are good for Nikali. Nash also has lower health, I believe.
Yes.
Than Nikali, for sure.
Yeah, and you talk about lower health. Classically in Street Fighter games, like every character that's got really good tools, like really awesome tools, usually always has lower health. No, not Nikali. Still sitting at 1,000.
Yeah, he's
not quite the highest in the game, but the second tier, if you will, of health.
Yeah, I was kind of saying this when the game was a little bit newer, but I was definitely saying, as weird as they made Ryu, I think Nikali is the Ryu of this game.
Well, Capcom said that.
Did they?
Yeah, Capcom came out and said if you're going to learn Street Fighter V, you should learn with Nikali or Ryu.
Yeah, definitely, because I picked him up day one because I was like, this character's fucking cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just turned out to be way too simple, but man, I was like, this character's really strong.
Yeah.
And you can see why his damage is so good. His V trigger is everlasting.
Right, so
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, and more top level players are starting to expose the fact that, oh, he's in V trigger, now he can be reversal.
Right.
I think that part of the meta is definitely has a lot of room to grow. You know, probably not going to see it a whole lot this Evo being exploited. Oh, actually, we probably will. But right now, the story is Rayshawn caught his breath on that character select screen, and he is going to work. So,
You know the adjustment I've seen that I think is really giving him the upper hand right now is the dive kick mix-ups.
yeah,
He's not anti-airing as much as he was at all. Not even a little bit. He's kind of scared of that dive kick. And it can't lead to much, but you can get a small combo off of it.
yeah. I mean, okay, so Fireteam not quite onto. Let's just, if everything goes according to plan for Fireteam right now, he'll have super and the next block
Look at that
string and a
patience.
half. And even a confirm into critical art here will not kill. And Rayshawn is literally one crouch jab away from winning this match.
And that's, you know, that's an Akali special. He is going to jab you to death.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Try.
There we go. I was hoping he would trade with that.
Stand jab, crouch jab, both 3 frames. Very
It's
strong.
so hard to mount comebacks in this game just because trades happen a lot.
Yep.
You know, there's no set play really, so you're going to see a lot of trades, at least for this, you know, point in the game.
Yep. I agree.
There
Right.
you go. It's good damage.
And I do like the developing meta that a lot of players are picking up. If you get that early hit confirm and you are full stock, use it.
Well, it's more than that for Akali too. He corner pushes. Look at this.
Yeah.
Before he even, you know, lost half health, he was pushing him to the corner. That's crazy.
Yeah, good on Fireteam not burning his stock meter because now, you know, being at a deficit, he needs to do it to win.
He has tools now.
Yeah, he's in range.
He's got a bunch of meter, and that is good.
I don't know if that's max damage, but I'm glad that Rayshawn kept it simple for the sake of just getting damage in.
Right. Akali's hit confirms are pretty weird sometimes.
Whoa!
That
Holy
was an extended grab box if I've ever seen one.
All right, so the mental damage on that whiffed EX grab into throw was nuts. And you could kind of see Rayshawn definitely stuck in his head, and now Nash the one with the full bar meter.
Yeah. And that is the scariest thing about Nash is that, you know, he's always going to have that meter.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you know everybody builds meter so quickly in this game.
Ooh, the dash up. God, I didn't even think that would reach. And it just did.
So the dash up throw is going to present an interesting opportunity for Fireteam because we've seen, so as soon as he did dash up throw, he immediately dashed up again and Rayshawn tried to answer with crouch jab. So interesting to see if Fireteam is going to give up space in favor of a counter hit, a potential counter hit setup. Like you said, Nash really not super good with meaty buttons once he gets blown up.
It's so funny watching these two play because, you know, usually Nash would be the patient one and Akali's the one going nuts. But it is the other way around right now.
Yeah, I've compared Fireteam's game tonight to like he's driving a sports car where he is shifting gears. He goes from zone, goes from lane, goes from mid game to up in your face. It's been a very smooth transition across the board. This comeback that Rayshawn has though is tripping him up a little bit.
Can he finish this? He's got a bar.
He has super. Finally decides that that's the first figure verse we've seen all set.
He can just super through one of these fireballs.
Yes.
Oh, and he smelled it. He knows he was waiting for the fireball throw, so he just caught him off guard.
All right, call in Rayshawn, please. Losers finals. All right, so yeah, you're exactly right. I was like, oh man.
He smelled it. He's like, he
Yeah.
wants to use this meter. I'm gonna kick him.
All right, Fireteam sitting comfortably now in grand finals. Fireteam has not played Kong yet this tournament, but they are notorious for finishing in the top 3, all these guys. Well, this is Rayshawn's first
Top 3.
yeah, first top
Good
3.
shit to him. He's gradually doing better and better each week, and you can tell he comes straight out of work to come here, play games. Doesn't even go home to eat. He just comes. Wants to play games real bad. So,
Yep, I
good
dig
shit.
it. And now he is in losers finals.
Huh?
Rayshawn's seriously fun. Like, he went from being like, he's like 10th every week, now he's like 8th.
Yeah, I know.
3rd.
I think Akali really suits him well.
He's such a great character. I'm really sad that I don't see more of him, but I mean, I understand why, but he's so cool. That V trigger always makes me happy. Just seeing him go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, dude, what I think it's like color 3 is the yellow one, and it is so obnoxious to look at. It reminds me of like Blanca, the Aztec.
The yellow one?
Yeah, because it's just everywhere and you can't see anything. Right now, we're showing right now why you're not jumping on Kong. Back roundhouse is starting to mash out.
Chun-Li goes from a game where she has the worst anti-airs to the best.
Holy crap, and like 3 of them too. 3 consistently good ones. It's not like, oh, she has a DP. All right.
That stand light kick is monstrous.
This is, we talked about tournament experience before, but you are dealing with Footsie's incarnate. Like, Kong has had enough. This is Dark Kong unleashed right now. He can't control it.
Kong got offered a sponsorship for 4, man.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Wow. A long time ago, and he denied it because of school. But
yeah, because he's actually a doctor.
Yeah.
He's like, sorry, Red Bull. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, I could make some money for the Street Fighter for now, or I could make like 100K later.
He's like, I'm looking at like a $20,000 video game sponsorship, or I could just be a doctor. Whatever. And still be godlike as Street Fighter. Chun-Li sitting on full bar commonly, so she's
Oh, that dash speed is so nasty. I think that even caught Kong off guard. Yeah. He was just up in his face all of a sudden with that heavy kick.
This is the stutter pattern I tried to warn Ray Sean about. I know whenever I play sets with it, wow, she is dead. One more hit, she's dead. Pack it up, she's dead.
Oh
she's dead.
Man, I really thought he was gonna command grab there.
She's dead.
Nope, that's a comeback. Super.
Uh-oh.
What? We have internet here?
No.
What?
I had that on deck. All right. Yeah, what I was telling Ray Sean is whenever I play him, I notice he gets into a habit of he's like stuttering back and forth. He goes back and forth, and then he comes in and tries to get buttons.
Right.
It's like, and players like Kong who are footsies based, who are all about controlling the space, are going to pick up on that. But the thing is, what I will say this, Nikali has buttons that can fight Chun-Li at the ranges where Kong wants to sit. There was that crouch roundhouse is barely shorter than Chun-Li's crouch roundhouse.
Yeah, that stand heavy kick can give her a lot of problems too.
Yes.
Because a lot of her game does revolve around that shimmy, and that's basically a stop sign in this game.
Oh yeah. All right, so building the Yomi right here. Both players have gone kind of tit for tat back and forth in neutral, trying to convince the other one to hold back for a later on throw. Oh, there's the break.
Oh, weird.
Just hopping out, man.
Jump medium punch.
Just do it.
Don't know what was that. That was horrible.
That juggles too. That's like Ryu's jump strong. What a good character. Yes, the special. All right.
It's gonna come eventually.
Yeah.
There we go. Can I get another one? Can I please get another one?
It's meaty.
Oh, I want another one so bad.
Smart stuff by Kong not to burn meter right there on the EX spinning bird kick, because it wouldn't have won her. It wouldn't have won in the match.
See, okay, so there's one thing he is not doing that I really want to see more of. When he is in V-trigger, he does not need to charge for his whatever it is.
Really?
No.
The anti-fireball move.
Right. Just do back forward in the input, and it will fly at you.
Wow.
So I want him to do that because Kong is really zoning him with fireballs right now.
Oh yeah, and this is like one thing I try to tell people when they play Chun-Li. Every Chun-Li wants to throw the fireball and walk behind it.
Yeah.
Like, that's their thing, right? That's what
It's always been Chun-Li's thing.
Yeah, so you have to be able, if you've got an anti-fireball move, you have to be ready for it. And Kong, to his credit, very skilled, and he does change it up, but he notices if you're not doing anything about it, you're going to eat that.
Kong is severely underestimating him right now because I see that Kong is blocking a lot, like stopping his block range just to protect himself versus a DP potentially, but Ray Sean is not giving him DPs. He's respecting him too much.
Nikali win.
Yeah, I mean right there, that was a counter hit. That's the range where Kong has been dominating people all night. That exact range, and the thing is, Nikali has buttons that can fight back. Some other characters aren't necessarily going to have the range or the active frames. Nikali does. Look, this is like a flowchart. Every match started about the same.
Yeah, he's going from losing to starting to take over.
Oh yeah.
And once again, I think a lot of it is that he's mixing up these dive kicks with the jumps, and that actually does give Chun some trouble.
Wow, nice confirm by Kong.
Yeah, that's damage.
Wow.
It is crazy she can confirm into spinning bird kickoff crouching.
That being said, but like, you know how hard that cancel is? You have to late confirm crouch medium kick to do that, and Nikali is one touch away from killing Chun-Li. Like if we see a V trigger combo here, she's dead.
He is plotting. They're both plotting.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
There you go.
a little too hot in the collar, man. That's a sign of a player that still has to earn those tournament nerves. Is who's gonna crack first?
Chun-Li also has that godlike jump heavy kick that she's always had. So.
Yeah.
It looked like he went for some kind of meaty setup right there. Just kind of like bit him.
Oh, the stand light kick is always a tell for meaty something else.
No, the Chun. He
yeah.
did the crouch medium punch on Oki, and it was
Interesting.
it was weird. I don't know if he went for something else, but man, Chun is just. Or I mean, Kong is just throwing out some buttons. The embodiment of Chun, just throwing out some buttons here.
They're all they're all
Lots of
perfectly
buttons.
spaced though. He got blown. Okay, so there was a counter hit on Ray Sean's side. Kong lost the last round in that same space. Same button was pressed.
TP.
Yes.
Damage.
Freeze frame. And the wake up DP.
Yep. Kong is so consistent with the EX spinning bird.
Yeah, just when you think he won't, and you could swear on your firstborn, he was not going to EX bird kick there. I promise you. No, listen to me. He wasn't going to EX SBK there. He does.
Dude, he'll do it in the craziest spots too, where you don't even think he has charge because you just like went for a low,
Yeah.
and then the EX bird just comes out.
No, so I was playing survival mode, and I got to like match like 38 or something on
Oh,
Kid,
God.
and I was playing Chun-Li. I shit you not, she did walk forward EX spinning. I was like, I'm not surprised Kong probably could do that
Oh,
too.
fuck you, Capcom.
She takes a step forward and I was like, what?
I am really impressed with his patience, dude. Ray Sean is not falling for any of these Chun gimmicks.
Yeah, he's leveling up quick. But the thing is like, so just to compare, like our characters, Cammy and Ken, kind of get out spaced
good damage.
and out
Oh my God.
active framed by Chun-Li in those ranges. The Kali's got buttons to fight back. Wow, one more touch.
Yeah, he's kind of his own little stop sign here.
Wow,
Stunned.
I don't
Spilled
believe
some
it.
meters.
Yeah. Also notice, man, like, you know, like, in Street Fighter 4, you would stun somebody and you get like 3 special moves in before you could like finish them off. In
You
this
can
game-
mash out real quick.
Yeah, in this game, and even like building meter is not even like that big of a detriment because you'll get it so quick. Crush counter, walk forward, yes.
You also don't build a lot of meter on whiff, and some moves don't even give you meter on whiff. Like Tammy's dive kick, you don't even get meter on whiff because they're like, no, we've done this before.
How deep does Kong's pockets go?
I was just about to say he's getting a lot of mileage off the crouch medium kick
Oh, he missed the cancel though.
into the V trigger.
Unless that was a setup.
Maybe.
The American
I think it's just
reset.
American resets. Ooh, that was a good try.
Man, I'm like twice as scared of Nikali now that in his V trigger he can just go back forward. That's nuts. Capcom, why did you do this?
Yeah, it's same. I don't know the properties of Bison's, but I do know that when in Bison's V trigger, he also gets rid of charge for some moves as well.
Okay.
I think it's his head stomp actually. So yeah, they had some weird stuff in this game. Questionable, but you know it's not fitness since the ass yet. So
Yeah, and you gotta spend a lot of resources to earn that. So I'm okay with it. All right, let's see if he puts it to use though. Man, that makes so much more sense now. Like if Ray Sean was comfortable with what constitutes a fireball game, like this is the space where you throw a fireball because it's safe. He could just walk forward in that range and then just back forward.
Oh yeah,
through it.
Dude, he's really strong in V trigger.
Guys, even though that was 3-1 Kong, not indicative of Ray Sean's skill as a player. Come a long way in a very, very short amount of time. Please stay tuned and top in the shop. Follow this guy. He's going to be a combo breaker, I believe, too, so he'll be sure to turn some heads. But we don't care about that. He's got to hold that third place loss until next week. We got Kong and Fire Team coming up next. You want to talk? You want to talk? You want to cool off?
And this is something we're used to seeing as Fire Team versus Kong.
Yes.
Wouldn't say the best players in the scene, but definitely most consistent. There's a few people fighting for that best in the scene, but no one as consistent as these two.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the perfect word. And like, in the early, see, I still say that we're still pretty early in the life of Street Fighter 5. But consistency is the key. It's not about who's the best. It's I think what carries more weight is who is more consistent.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Alucard, the Necalli player.
Yeah.
And he blew up a couple of tournaments and won. But now you don't see much of him because he's not as consistent. There's a reason people know faces like Taquito, Alucard, Daigo.
Yeah.
Well, less Daigo now, but more than like, you know, Alucard and a lot of our really strong American players is because they're just not as consistent.
Yeah. No, I agree. All right, so the last time these guys played, Kong came out ahead. I believe this was last week. It's all blending together to me at this point.
But they're going back and forth. I really don't remember anymore.
Yeah, Fireteam took the first time these guys met. Fireteam took it with a 6-something run back at a loser's side, and then Kong came back the next week with a resounding 3-0 straight.
Yeah.
It was like nothing about it. The question mark to solve if you're watching this match, this particular match between these two specific players, is what can Nash do in the neutral game? I always said, like, you know, Fireteam's been like 2 frames behind Kong in most traits. So whenever Fireteam, what I mean like this, a Fireteam would do a button right there and then we bam, counter hit, and you're like, damn, it was well spaced.
That was weird.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Corner. Nice delayed wake up on Fireteam right there, not wanting to deal with that meaty forward roundhouse. Have another though. Why does she need that move, man?
That move is way too good in V-Trigger.
Have you ever practiced like the meaty setup with it? Because it's like,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
you have like plus like 45 frames, I don't know. You can put the controller down, go to the bathroom, come back and still convert into a combo.
You get to see like all the hits done happen slowly.
I kind of wish Chun-Li had her old V-Trigger where she could like do the rapid fire fireballs. That was like the very early
God.
beta.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, remember whenever like Gamerby was playing in
Please,
Psycho?
no.
And it was just like, it looked like watching like Morgan Soulfist.
I think that was their first testing of like getting rid of charge moves.
Yeah.
Or like giving V-Triggers the ability to get rid of charges.
Something like that. It was disgusting. There was a collective cry around the world. People were like, please don't let this be a thing.
Yeah, she's good enough. Let's not.
Yeah, she wasn't even as good then as she is now, in my opinion. But Kong putting on a clinic with Chun-Li. That's so, every time somebody in chat will always mention that Fireteam needs to do more medium kick sights in the neutral game to try to reach out. Basically, it's going to give him the Chun-Li stand around. As you saw it again, Fireteam trying to experiment a little bit. This is the problem. Like, she's so quick on the ground with the dash in and out that she can kind of play Nash's dash in, dash out game.
It is -8. That scythe is -8. And Chun-Li can definitely punish that with a few moves if she just walks forward and blocks and gets it outspaced. You know, that move looks pretty cheap, but it is pretty volatile if you don't space it right.
Yeah. The thing, yeah, I'm trying to think of an approach you could build right now as Fireteam in the situation. Really, you can't. I hate to say it, but it's like, oh, Nash is in the corner. Don't worry. Well, before he's getting that V-Trigger stock, he's almost at half health, and this is a perfect example of it right now.
That did no stun though. That was very little stun. There we go.
Wow, good answer. I think it's the only time we've seen it. Seen that punished in tournament.
Thank God Nash does not have any jumping normals that go downwards. He would be so OP. the V-Trigger would be so good if he had those.
I don't even know.
Chun-Li win.
Like, if I'm watching this happen on stage at a major, I don't even know what I would run up to tell Fireteam to do different, because it is quite simply
It's not that easy, yeah.
out button, and at any moment Kong could shift gears and go back to the whip punish. Rarely missed anti-air right there by Fireteam. He's thinking about, look, he even checks it right there, like, just want to make sure this button still works. Finds a way in with the throw. Gotta respect the meter. Kong waking up with crouch medium kick. Nice, start stealing that.
I think also he might be just wary of the legs, air legs.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that Chun's jump heavy kick goes down really far, so it could easily trade.
That is -2, yeah. It's the classic, the online classic for Chun-Li is EX legs and the EX bird kick.
that is the week one
Oh, dude,
special.
it is. It's like, oh, you're gonna put. It's just like when, you play against
People
online.
don't know
Kins.
frame data.
Yeah, people who play against online Kins, they do light punch DP and they block it and they just mash out EX
Oh
DP.
yeah. My favorite with Ken is doing the stand heavy kick and just letting that thing rip. People always press buttons.
All right, out of danger, not for long. She is trying to.
There you go. That's the get in tool.
Wow, a rarely missed absorb right there too. It's up to Mike Webb, current KO champion.
Yeah.
Nash with a full. Nash can kill with a chip super right here. Fire team probably trying to decide if it's worth it. Misses an anti-air. Kong finds a way, and that is a heartbreaker.
All I gotta say is fuck South Dakota.
Hey, with my O.
But yeah, I mean, it's not really like, you know, a huge lead for Kong, even though he is winning most of the rounds. It's just these tiny little things that Fire Team's being hit by, like that legs. He's being too active at this point. You know, I know all night he's been going kind of nuts, just movement like crazy. But right now, he needs to slow it down and stop getting hit by these random normals that Kong's throwing out.
It's not even random normals, dude. That's the thing about Kong's game is Kong lives in the 2-square neutral. Like that slight step back, do nothing, crouch medium kick. That makes you second guess so many things about your neutral game. Fire team, nice execution right there. Goes for the meaty crouch fierce.
That is very nice. That stand fierce.
Kong has reset the bracket, I believe. I think I missed the update. Is that a reset, gentlemen? Yeah. All right, so Kong gotta get 3 games here. Fire team gotta get 3 games here. Simple as that. That's how double elimination works.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, it looks like Kong's just really stopping his approach. And it's pretty much everything, actually.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that fireball he just threw?
Yeah,
Kong's like, nope, I got a tool for that too.
Yeah, he's not giving Fire team a chance to like
Jump in? Nope.
get his
got an
game
answer.
going.
Yeah. She's just got so many tools, man.
So many consistent tools too, and
Look at that.
tools
That's so
cover-
tricky.
Covers a lot of different ground too. Like, you know, if you look at a different, you know, a fireball has one purpose, but Chun-Li's stand light kick is an anti-air combo starter, a poke.
Nice.
Oh my god.
He was waiting long and hard for that. He was crouching for a good 10 seconds. No, that's over exaggeration. A good like 3 or 4. It seems like a lot.
Might be the best button that Fire Team has in his arsenal right now is just to hold back and not take so much damage.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, that crush counter right there, Fire Team knew this is the space where you like to press buttons, and he pushed a button, but he was just 2 frames behind.
Although you have to challenge in this game, like it's a must, but the problem is you have to learn when to challenge first. You need to adapt in this game. This game is all about adapting. Especially in a set like this, you need to know, like, I should stop pressing buttons at this range.
That overhead only comboable while in B trigger.
Yeah,
I think
dirty
Fire
stuff.
Team needs to just slow down. Like when I say slow down, not in the game. Mentally right now, he's racing a mile a minute in his head. He needs to take a breather, like take a breath. You still made it to grand finals. All you need 3 games. And right now, I mean, this is where the tournament stamina comes in. Kong has laid it all out on line now. 4 games, 5 games in a row. Showing all the tricks, showing all the flixies, showing all the ranges. Fire Team still has time to pick himself up by the bootstraps to make this work. He's got a Bison, he's got a Ryu. He's going to go to Ryu.
I think Ryu's such a good pocket character. I mean, I approve of people trying out Ryu. I myself have been picking up Ryu just because, you know, there's some matchups he's super good in. That parry gives you a lot of options. And
oh yeah, absolutely.
Fight.
see what he's got though. It looks like he's wanting to zone a lot more, but
So some of the notable normals that, I mean, so we probably agree that Fire Team got beat up in the neutral game. Yes, I've used that jump light kick. It is like such a broken hitbox. It's like Sakura's jump fierce punch from AE, where the hitbox is way lower. Nice damage confirmed. And Ryu can brawl too. Like Nash was getting eaten up early on, but Ryu can brawl at this range. Stand medium kick is a very good poke.
the big difference here, which we have to see if he starts using, is that DP, obviously. DP is going to stop her from pressing buttons.
Pumps that, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so Fire Team showing a little bit of momentum. That being said, every second, every normal being
that was
Kong's
a
got a chance
sick
to download
anti-air.
it. Cross under is so tricky.
Yeah, that's just the worst thing. When you get hit by that anti-air light kick, you are at such a disadvantage all of a sudden.
Oh my God! Crush countering the fireball. Capcom, please. Boosh. Just right in the face, dude. No, not in the reset. Wait. Yeah, it is in the reset.
It's 2-0 Kong.
Final round.
Yeah, it's 1-0 Kong right now in the reset.
All right.
Yes,
then.
thank you, Mohawk. AJ Bands. Ray J. Man, yeah, Fire Team desperately wants that jump like it to work. Finding a low 40x legs right there, pushing him further than corner.
Yeah, it's just. She's such a dangerous character because you have to play footsies with her because her anti-airs put you in a mix-up, a really, really strong mix-up.
Is it 2-0?
I thought it was
Already? I think it's 1 in the reset.
players know.
This is the first game that Fire Team's been Ryu. Yeah.
Now that sucks. That just
Wow, here's a break. And an actual throw break. Oh,
No V-trigger.
Yeah.
he had to have wanted the V trigger there, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And those are the things when it's not a main, when this is not your main, right? You drop stuff like
Nice.
that. Hello.
Let's go.
Nice.
All right.
Kept it simple too.
I was wondering if he had the correct combo to finish that, but it's Fire Team.
1-1 right now. All right.
It's Fire Team, so I shouldn't be surprised.
Yep.
But he has got those.
So a little bit of drops on both sides. So we saw Kong drop that EX leg while on V-trigger, and Fire Team not confirming himself. So tournament stamina wears on, man. Wow, stand jab, knocking away the
Who
beat.
put Kong in losers?
Rachel.
Really? Okay. Man, starting to see a lot of change of pace at these tournaments, these weekly tournaments. It's good. Dark Kong is a real thing, though. You put Kong in losers, and you're gonna get real Kong.
Yeah, we're seeing it right now. Good challenge for that DP. Oh, right.
Kong
back
likes to
at
have
it.
fun, but when he goes to losers, it's game time.
Yep. And I gotta say this about Kong too. Oh no, there's a couple of derelict stored inputs in this game that really make you scratch your head, and that forward medium punch is definitely one of them for Ryu. Like if you're walking back and forth, sometimes you just get it, and you're just trying to play footsies and trying to play neutral. And it's like, oh yeah, here's a mid-screen overhead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, stored inputs are a huge problem in this game for me.
Yeah, they're great. They're great if you're Zangief, but what else, man? I don't know.
Can't wait till someone uses that. It's gonna be so glorious to watch.
That's like probably the only character we don't have representation of here in KC is
Right.
Solid Keith.
For good reason.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's not
Hey,
exactly Casey's favorite character.
it's not exactly anybody's favorite character except for Snake Eyes. All right, Kong up 2-1.
Yep. Why is he not Police Chun? I don't get it.
Gloves are off, dude.
He was talking.
He's trying to get that. He can't have police brutality on his record.
He's talking about how he loved the Police Chun so much earlier.
Oh no.
Was that a punish or did
Yes, that
he
was
just
a
get
punish.
hit?
Well, he might have tried. He might have tried for DP at the last second.
I feel like I can never get over Ryu's fireball without him blocking or DPing me.
Yeah. Yeah, and hey, and in this game, Chun-Li doesn't have to jump over it.
Just
Crash medium punch.
flies at you. Yeah, or goes under it.
Yeah, before she had Hazunshin, but at least you could focus through that.
Right. Right. Yeah, focus would do crazy things in this game.
Indeed. I'm sure some character will get focus as their V trigger. Like Viper, I bet, because she had it in Marvel.
God, please put Viper in this game. That would be.
Did she have it in Marvel? Did she have it?
Yeah.
Focus attack?
She did.
Crumple him or whatever?
Yeah, and it wasn't one hit, it was infinite hits. You could hold that baby as long as you wanted
Also,
to.
it's like a red focus.
Yeah. Yep. Could cancel moves out of it too.
Yeah, Viper's sick to watch in Marvel. Shout out to Marlon Pie. I mean, if you're gonna deal damage, this is when you gotta do it.
Yeah, this is when he needs to do it in this corner right here. He's getting too antsy. That, I don't know what was with that reversal EX fireball.
But you start opening up a player like this who you've had such a hard time, and that is gonna be it.
Okay, so tell me one thing. What happened to the red fireball from Ryu? Why is it not a red fireball anymore?
Okay.
Why is it only blue?
All right, so this is actually lore. I'm about to lay some lore down on you.
I'm so sad. I like fireballs. Like real fireballs.
So I'm about to lay some lore down. So in the lore, Goken fights Akuma, right? And he
Gotcha.
says whoever wins gets to train Ryu. This is in Street Fighter 4, I believe, is when this happens. So
You're not. This isn't gonna be a troll story at the end, right?
no, it's real. It's real. This is and this is proven by 2 ways. So Goken fights Akuma at the end of Street Fighter 4, and Goken wins, and he says, "I get to train Ryu now." That's why you see Denjin Fireball.
Why did Akuma want to train? I guess to
Because he wanted to unlock
get
Evil
the
Ryu.
Dark
Yeah, he wanted to
Hado.
unlock Evil Ryu. Because Evil Ryu is technically not
How
a real character.
old is Akuma? Jesus Christ!
Way old. He's the younger brother of Goken.
Really?
So
I know nothing about Street Fighter.
So that's why in Third Strike, since Third Strike canonically is the end of the rainbow as far as the timeline goes for Street Fighter 4, that's why he has Denjin Hadoken in Third Strike, because canonically Goken wins, trains him, basically wipes, because the Dark Hado is what is the
Right.
manifestation of the Shinku Hado, or the Shakunetsu Fireball. Why does Ken get fire now? I don't know, man.
Because
Fire on everything. bro.
Ken doesn't make any fucking sense in this game, and
No, he really
why
doesn't.
not? He
All right.
somehow got uglier.
No, you're right. All right, guys, that is going to conclude Top in the Shop tonight. I got to get these. It is just 15 minutes before midnight, so we got to pack up and get out of
Yeah,
here.
they're probably wanting us to get the hell out of here.
But good stuff to Fire Team and Kong this week. I'm going to give you guys, give you a quick rundown of our top 8 for this evening. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to follow along at home, of course, exclamation point bracket. First place, Kong. Second place, Fire Team. Third place, Ray Sean. Fourth place, Mr. Wraith. Fifth place, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Salami, a.k.a. Nick One Time. Sixth place, Fokra. Seventh place, myself, Robbie V. And eighth place, Sandbox Toby. So, good 27-man turnout tonight. Again, if you are in the Kansas City area and you want to get involved in Street Fighter, it is still not too late. Don't get left behind in this game. This is the best
please
scene.
bring a fucking setup if you
Yeah, we had 2 setups tonight. Usually we have like 4 or 5, and tonight people were just like, nah. I think everybody tonight was like, if I don't bring
There's
mine.
always setups.
Yeah, if I don't bring mine, I'll be all right. But unfortunately, we got straight up bodied by that. So I might have to start making like some sort of
I think after this week, people will know just to bring theirs just in case. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were kind of like upset that matches weren't going faster, but that's your own fault. You own a PS4.
Man. I don't know. I can't make it go any faster than that. All right, guys. So, anyways, I want to give a special shout out to Ray Sean holding out on commentary, Wraith holding down on commentary, Nikki and Fire Team, and I think Watson was in for a hot second at the very beginning of the tournament, guys. So again, come out, get involved in the community. Tomorrow night we'll be streaming First to Burst, I hope, on this channel, featuring Skullgirls, Guilty Gear, Exard, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike at Nova Star Gigabit Gaming. I always get that name mixed up, so please check that out. It'll be on the channel. Coming up also in April, Max Out coming up April 9th. So that is the big Street Fighter or fighting game regional tournament here in Kansas City, bringing guys in from all over, not just Kansas City, but also St. Louis, Kansas, Omaha, Iowa. A lot of guys from all over the Midwest come out to play, and the St. Louis Kansas City rivalry is always hype. So
Pretty much the premier Midwest monthly right now. To be honest,
I don't know.
there's not a lot of scenes that have tournaments as big as us right now. In the Midwest, at least.
Yeah, and they're big. Like I think they had well over 100 people for the first Street Fighter 5 tournament in February.
Yeah, win 100, and then I think it was like 60 or 70
Yeah.
after that.
All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for tonight. So again, thank you so much to our main #1 head honcho sponsor, Alamo Draft House, for providing us this excellent venue to have these fighting games in. Please check them out on Facebook and the internet, Alamo Draft House KC. And that's all I got. So remember, the worst thing you can do when it comes to a fighting game is never pick up a controller. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, that tagline.